Attention. An event of unknown origin has begun in your area.
What's happening? You know what it is. BSG. You know who it is. Black Starr. Thank y'all for coming back. It is a freaking beautiful day outside. I'm hoping y'all got some of this good weather right now, because oh my God, it is beautiful out here in California. Not southern, but still we got some sun going on right now. I'm definitely taking advantage of it. Anywho's though, before we jump into it, I hope you guys hit that follow button for me, or that subscribe button for me, and then hit that like button for me. It really helps me. And then speaking of following, you can follow me on my IG at Black Starr Guidance. You can also follow me on my personal page at CEEOH_BSP. And you can follow me on my TikTok if you want to too. Also _ or at CEEOH_BSP. Lightweight geeking today, but we're gonna keep it lit. Anywho, I want to tap in with y'all. You know, like I said, once I got back to it, I was gonna start, giving a little more details and terminologies and whatnot, so that you guys, kind of get a grasp of what I'm saying moving forward. So probably for the next couple videos or so, I'm gonna really, try and key in on terms, so that moving forward, we on the same page. If you ain't already on what I'm talking about, I already know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna talk about today, which are the divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And most people would probably think that, because you're a man, you have divine masculine energy and that's it. And because you're a woman, you have divine feminine energies and that's that. But however, that is not the case. Everybody has masculine and feminine energies within them. That's what creates the balance within self. You know what I mean? From a divine masculine standpoint, these things are going to help attribute to like your leadership style, your way of going after the things that you want, you know what I mean? Your manifestation abilities, your ability to stand up for yourself, you know what I mean? To be able to stay calm in situations, you know what I mean? Be able to be a focused individual, goal-oriented individual, action-oriented individual that just, you know what I mean, makes things happen. And makes things happen in a fair and, sensible, compassionate manner. For the divine feminine side, it comes with, just like the nurturing aspects, you know what I mean? Your nurturing style, your love style, your love language, with the divine feminine within itself, there comes a lot of other things that the divine feminine energy possess, such as, psychic gifts, you know what I mean? The divine feminine, depending on where your placements are and, you know what I mean, what your signs are, all that good stuff, it determines the stylistics of whatever spiritual gifts that you may contain. Because like I said, everybody does have spiritual gifts. It's no joke, it's no gimmick. And in order, you know what I mean, to really, on the divine feminine side, to be able to tap in to your spiritual gifts, you really you gotta tap in. And within that comes the feelings, the emotions. That's where the divine feminine comes in, being able to feel and express the emotions, you know what I mean? And you have to, again, like I said, you got to be committed, because you're going to have to heal yourself, you know what I mean? That's where the healing energy comes from as well. That nurturing energy, you pretty much are going to have to infuse both masculine and feminine energies within yourself to be able to get through, you know, hard situations in life, because your divine feminine in the style that you nurture yourself, as well as the style that you nurture around you, is either going to create magic or is going to create havoc. And if your divine feminine energy is not even, you know what I'm saying, present, like dormant, you know what I mean, you don't really engage in your divine feminine energies from a man's standpoint, that really creates a big imbalance, you know. As a man personally, for a while, I didn't really even understand the dynamic of the two. You know, I didn't understand the dynamic of the two to be able to even balance it. So it's something for me where I kind of had to live through trial and error, go through different experiences, and then, you know, get myself in a community to where, again, terminology was being thrown around, and I had to educate myself and find out what these things were. Once I found out the difference in variations between the two, I was able to then, you know, start looking back on situations in my life where things were in my life and kind of try and identify what energy I was in those situations to better determine, you know what I mean, which one was foot first or which one wasn't even in play at all. And that shit is, it's weird in a sense, because again, like I said, for me not knowing what it was, it's a complete change of thought process. You know, it takes a expansion within the mind to understand that, okay, shoot, I got feminine energies in me, and it's not a bad thing to say I got feminine energies in me. You know what I mean? Again, societal mindset for a man, anything feminine is, you know what I'm saying, taboo. You on some, you know what I mean? We just gonna, you know, leave it at that. I don't, what's the word? I got love for everybody, period. So with that, you know what I mean? It's like we shy away from even expressing ourselves on that level, you know what I mean? And that's a hindrance to the divine feminine energies, you know what I mean? And then the lack of divine feminine energy in support of your divine masculine energy, your divine masculine be tired, man. You kill your divine masculine energy as a man, because that's all we driving on is divine masculine energies. That's where the term brute and the smarts and the, you know what I mean, bronze come in at, like the brains and the bronze and the beauty. You gotta have both of them, but when your divine feminine ain't rocking, that's all it is. It's just you want to muscle through everything. And in life, you got to understand that you can't muscle through everything, because some things you can't push through. You know, some things you got to mold, and you got to be able to tap in into your divine feminine energy to be able to mold that energy and to be able to shape situations and plant seeds and be able to keep moving forward. You know what I mean? Like, a balanced man is going to be able to go out there, go get his money, go make it happen, but then also within himself, be able to nurture his needs himself, be able to love himself, be able to express his love for himself, be able to show his love for himself, and not in an egotistical fashion, but in a unconditional type facet, looking at the wounds that you've caused yourself. And like, again, the stuff that I've already talked about, this all goes hand in hand with that. That's where you activate your divine feminine energy and feel your way through situations, feel, you know, your heart, you know, feel your feelings, express your feelings. That's going to then help enhance your intuition. When you are feeling your feelings, you feeling your gut gets activated, your intuition gets activated, and your intuition becomes stronger and stronger the more you listen and trust in your divine feminine energy. intuition works for both man and woman. You know what I mean? But like I was talking about with just, once a man completes his energy, he's got the compassion, he's got the wisdom, he's got the knowledge, he's got the smarts, he's got the fairness within his heart, but he's also willing to put his foot down, but put his foot down with compassion, because that's when that divine feminine energy kicks in and understands that a person's wrongdoings or a person's falling short isn't a proponent to smash. It is a point in time to where you can teach and nurture and plant a seed, you know what I mean, as opposed to uprooting things, you know what I mean. Sometimes it takes more intelligence to realize that there needs to be a seed planted of growth and nurturing and unconditional love for situations to, grow and blossom, and people's perspectives change. That's how you make a greater impact on things around you than just yourself. And from a female perspective, the divine masculine and feminine energies, women are women. So to a degree, they're always in their divine feminine energies. But what happens with women is that because they are emotionally based, which means they are more centered in their divine feminine energies, what will happen then is that their divine feminine energies will then take a step back, and the divine masculine energy will then take over and intervene. And at that point, then that's when the energy is driven on physical. It's driven on tangible things, because the divine feminine is hurt, and that is her coping protective mechanism to, naturally, and how it's supposed to be. If your woman hurt, man, if the man is in tune with the woman, the man knows when the woman is hurt, and the man gonna push the woman back and defend her. Even if the woman ain't hurt, in cases, where situations present danger to the woman, the man is gonna step in front. So that's exactly what happens on a spiritual, energetic, subconscious level. The divine masculine takes over. And again, because you aren't in the energy of feeling, being in the heart space with the divine feminine, using your intuition, feeling your gut, you go on this brute mode, and it's physically based. And then with that, you take on the energy of, being nonchalant, not really caring about a real relationship on the exterior. You are with the what everybody else is into. We live in a world where it's side dudes, side females. So you know what I'm saying? We in that world, as opposed to understanding the dynamic of the reason why I'm even partaking in this is because my divine feminine is broke, or not broke, but my divine feminine is hurt. My divine feminine needs healing. And we as people, we continue to go out and we bleed on people, not paying attention to the facts that, our energies are imbalanced. They need to be healed. They need to be balanced. You know what I mean? And the terms are not gender specific. You could be a man, but predominantly your energy be divine feminine energy, meaning you're a nurturer, you're a natural lover, you're a natural giver. That's me. By nature, I'm more in my divine feminine energy, which means I'm more in tune intuitively and all that shit, because that's just me. But don't get it twisted. Don't get that energy twisted that I would rather present myself in the kind-hearted fashion and being true to myself. Because when the divine masculine kick in, the divine feminine sometimes can't stop the divine masculine in me when that gets going. So it's really a balance in learning how to navigate the two energies and keeping a steady balance of both. a healthy balance, a smart balance. You can't deprive either one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying in any shape or form that I go around looking for confrontation. But again, if a situation presents itself to me and I have to speak up, I'm going to speak up in a fashion to not only alleviate the situation for me, but also make you think about what you coming at me for. So it's going to plant a seed within you to make you think about the next time you want to have a conversation with me about something in a confrontational form. Period, point blank. I've figured out the dynamic of how to balance both my words, my energy, and my intensity, along with the compassion and seriousness of no. No. And it takes growth. It takes time. It takes getting comfortable with, again, expressing and understanding that you do have feminine energy in you. And the sooner you acknowledge that is, healthier for you in your growth. The sooner you acknowledge as a woman that you have divine masculine energies in you, and are you moving on your divine masculine energies more than in your feminine energies? That's where you start to wheel back in and make the necessary changes to create a balance. Everybody needs to be able to go get up and get their own. Everybody has to have their own mechanism of go get it. So everybody's divine masculine definitely does need to be intact. But as far as it's concerned on a women's standpoint, we need a lot more women to balance and get back into embodying their divine feminine energies. We need our dudes out here to get out that macho mode of thinking that the divine masculine energy is the only energy that you're supposed to be in, and balance yourself and feel those feelings. So what that girl broke your heart? What were you doing to contribute to this girl breaking your heart? Stop playing the victim. Keep it real with yourself. Keep your feelings open and grow. This is your opportunity to grow. Don't go out here keeping on continuing playing around with these girls and breaking these girls' hearts, because that's all you're doing is creating more karma for yourself. Sweetheart, that's the same thing for you. Don't be out here playing with these dudes because you got your heart broke. That's creating more of the same energy. Heal. Understand the places that you were in. Understand the values and the standards and the morals that you presented in this situation, and acknowledge that hurt within you. This is an opportunity to grow. Heal. Expand. You're on TikTok shaking your buns half naked, talking about you can't find a man, but then getting upset when guys come at you on a thirst trap. But this is because of what you're presenting yourself as. You got to change your mind. Get out the divine masculine energy of just being on the ego level and wanting your ego stroked, and actually open up. Get on there and say some real stuff. Express your feelings. So you got your heart broke, and I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm not finna, same with the dudes. We gotta balance masculine and feminine energies. Yin and yang, light and dark. You can't have one without the other. The more tough you think you are, the less tough you actually really are. Because it takes strength to acknowledge that you have both energies, and it takes strength to understand that you have weaknesses, and it takes strength to actually work on those weaknesses so that those weaknesses become strengths as well. Food for thought, y'all. Balance your energies. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Peace.